was week 1, where we had the crazy upset in Shino taking down Baby Marine in that first week, in that first round. It was crazy, it was insane. We'll see how he compares though to one of the top Zerg players in the entire bracket. Let's go. Let us go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Title Citadel, we have the French Zerg player, himself. It is Shino. Representing Mlem. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Orange Zerg player, himself, representing his new team, representing Stanibles. It is GgMaChine. Here we go. As again, GgMaChine is coming in as the heavy Zerg favorite in this bracket, especially in the absence of young Yakov, and with the disillusion of Iba. GgMaChine, he is on that rise, and we'll see how Shino does react, how he responds. And I was been preparing for this matchup. Again, the players, they were fully aware of their matchup ahead of time. They had time to prepare, time to practice, time to focus on some specific builds, and we'll see how Shino does approach. So far, Hatch Gas Pool, standard opener out of Shino, likewise standard opener out of GgMaChine. When it comes to Shino, again, he is more of an up-and-coming player. He did cause a crazy upset last time, taking down Baby Marine, and the pressure is going to be on our red Zerg player to cause that upset again, and to bring something different to the table. Playing straight up against GgMaChine, I feel like it's going to be very difficult, especially in the mirror matchup. I do feel like there's a lot of diverse builds and a lot of aggressive options in ZvZ, so we'll see if we see like an early Evo Chamber into +1 Carapace. We'll see if we go for say skipping Banelings, going for a Roach one into a faster link speed and towards a link flood across the map. Do we go into 2-base Roach, into 2-base Muta? Like, what is the plan? We'll see. Keep an eye on our two players here. But now standard opener. Opener is standard. We'll see if we stay in or pull further out of gas after we get link speed. If we stay in, that could be indicative of earlier tech. If we pull out even more than usual, then that could be indicative of a link flood. But now just pulling one out of gas, likewise GgMaChine doing the same. So nothing crazy. So far so good. Nothing crazy so far. Third base on the way for Shino. Third base for GgMaChine as well. Just claiming our third bases. We're not skipping our nests. Playing standard. Okay, so far so good. Do we just calm down and enter into like the mid-game Roach versus Roach? Amongst the European Zerg players, it's a little bit more common to see mid-game Roach versus Roach and less early-game aggression. But we'll see. I still don't want to write that off. There's still room for a player to commit into lings and to rush across the map. We have 6 lings on the way for Shino. Did I say 6? Getting up to 12. 14. 14 lings, as Shino is going to be the aggressor. GgMaChine, he's droning up back at home. And we'll see if Shino can out-trade his opponent and potentially threaten the third base. As we have our defensive banelings. Shino morphing his own hero across the map. The goal here should be for Shino to distract on the left, and then the banelings to roll into the mineral line. We'll see if they can roll in. Oh, he sees no shot, having the wherewithal to check. He does get eyes on both banelings, and they're going to be shut down. One baneling already going to be falling here. There's one baneling left. And GgMaChine, yeah, he does shut this down. Shino coming in that much harder. Does bait out one of the banelings, not bad. Oof. Diving on the queen, but the link count just isn't here. Looks like the queen barely does fall, but there's no follow-up. Just one baneling left over. Nice control here by GgMaChine, and GgMaChine does hold. Does hold, does defend. Back at home, Shino is already transitioning. Roach Warren's on the way. Droning up, saturating. Now it's going to be on Shino to survive the counterattack. We'll see if he can. GgMaChine going for the expansion. One baneling gets denied. Nice control there by Shino. Nice control. Nice one baneling, doesn't quite get the other. Does peel off a Zergling. So far, Shino, he survives the counterattack. He's able to back off. And behind this, going for earlier roach production, he's not joining. He's not joining up. We have 8 roaches on the way. Most likely, Shino is going to be committing here into an all-in. No there. Hashtag all-in here from Shino. Cutting workers at 40. GgMaChine is still droning. He has no idea. He's taking gases as well. And there should be a window in time where Shino has the supply lead. But is it going to be enough? Bearing in mind that GgMaChine, he'll have the defender's advantage. Likewise, it's going to be on him to delay the push, to buy as much time as possible. Here comes the move out. And here comes Shino. GgMaChine is fully aware. Ling's getting ready for a counterattack. And it's going to be GgMaChine with already 15 roaches. Oh my god. Lings, they keep up with each other. But again, the longer this game goes on, the better it is for GgMaChine. Shino, now he starts droning. Oh, now he starts droning. Now Alera's on the way. Lay tech out of Shino. That is concerning, and he has triggered a counterattack. And GgMaChine, he defends back at home. He's moving out across the map. There are a lot of banelings with this army. There are, what, 4 banelings left over. But GgMaChine, he is pushing forward. Makes sure the banelings. Does he overextend? Shino does have defense advantage. He does have more roaches. Ravagers have now morphed in. And banelings are making their way into the mineral line. They do waddle past. Yeah, banelings are getting in. Lings, they do surround. So many roaches going to be falling here. GgMaChine does not trade. And the banelings, oh, they do not quite get in. Yeah, I want to say mainly connecting here with the expansion. Shino surrounds. Shino punishes. Can he do it? Can he clean this up? He takes down all the Ravagers. Let's go. Yeah, it does take down all the Ravagers. Shino barely holding on here, but behind this, still down in economy. He still needs more damage. Oof. Still does need more damage here. GgMaChine, he surrounds, picking up more roaches. Catching out the attempted bailing. Still maintaining that stronger economy. Behind this, doubling down, going to more Ling Bane. Alera is on the way. We have the Spire for Shino. Bold move. Tempted to go into mutas. Can he get there? GgMaChine, he's still not joining, by the way. He's been at 50 workers for quite some time. It's been a couple of minutes. He's still not joining up. Still being hyper aggressive. That's a lot of banelings. Banelings, they waddle past. It's actually just going straight for the roaches. Yeah, roaches going down the banelings. You don't see that too often. There were just that many banelings. And GgMaChine at this point has done it. This one has done it. Catching the queen, the Ravagers, more roaches. The herd base is forfeit. At the same time, Shino does counterattack. And it does counterattack across the map, but reinforcements will defend, and Shino, he barely has anything back at home. He's down to 21 drones. Down to barely an economy. And GG gets cool. GG gets cool. GgMaChine takes game number 1. GG. Whew. GG will play take lead in the series. A very chaotic game 1 here. Very, very chaotic. Very back and forth. There were honestly some strong moments for Shino as well, where he was able to take a certain lead. But again, both players were quite committed in their own way, and Shino, he wasn't quite able to survive the counterattack. Referring to the moments when we saw GgMaChine moving out with his Mass Ravager, who was able to break out across the map, able to cripple his opponents. GG. GG well played. Whew. And with that, GgMaChine does take a lead in the series, and we'll see if that trend continues or if Shino can bounce back and force the ace match. Let's go. Let us go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the red Zerg player, himself, down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is Shino. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the orange Zerg player. The orange Zerg player himself representing his new team, representing Stony Bulls. It is GgMaChine. Let's go. Let us go. So players are going to be settling in. And again, last game it was Shino with the initial aggression, going for his Link Flood, going for his Link Bane. And we'll see if he calms things down as we're loading into Winter Madness. Winter Madness is a much larger map of the map pool, larger map, longer rushes to spy ground, and we do often see longer and later games on this map as a result of that. Both players, or at least Shino did try to go into Muta's last game. We could actually see Muta play here as well. I would say is more viable. Should be easier to get away with on these larger maps, but we'll see. We shall see. So players are opening up. We're settling in. Again, because of the size of the map and because of the overall layout here back at home, it does mean that it's a little bit easier to defend on 3 bases. We have a ramp coming in between the bases. We have another choke point here, another narrow entrance in towards the 3rd. So even if you're down in supply, you can make a defense happen, especially once you get into roaches. You have to get there first, of course. Ling aggression is still very much so a threat in the early game, but you also have more time to react, more time to scout on Winter Madness. Here we do see Shino does pull 1 out of gas. Likewise, oh, GgMaChine stays in actually. Okay, that is very intentional. That is intentional here. So GgMaChine stays in gas. This can lead into an earlier Eva chamber into +1 carapace. This can lead into an earlier hidden Roach Warren. Eyes are on GgMaChine. This can lead into more heavy Link Bane aggression, as we have a more tech heavy start. Is going for the nest. Still does go for the nest. Again, does have excess gas. Eyes are on GgMaChine. So now we're setting up. Shino playing standard. There it is, early Roach Warren. As we mentioned, the early and committed gas income was a sign of something to come. Either early Roaches, more committed Banelings, earlier tech, earlier Eva chamber, and it's going to be a Roach all in. So Roach all in at GgMaChine. Shino, he never got into the bases, so he didn't quite get eyes on the gases or saturation or anything like that. GgMaChine is just applying some pressure, poking in. The Lings shouldn't do too much more damage here. Getting the base down to half HP, but it's all about the all-in. Here we go. 8 Roaches are on the way. GgMaChine cuts workers at 27. Under 2 base saturation. Nothing but Roaches are coming, and currently Shino has no idea. He will soon see the Roaches at the 3rd. Soon see this. Lings that distract. Getting a joint in the main. Pulling away Shino's attention. Alien doesn't quite connect. Up, so close. Casi. There are so many Banelings. Yeah, 3 Banelings giving chase here to GgMaChine, and he does slip away. He slips away, and then here comes your Roaches. Here comes the all-in. Once again, GgMaChine just buying as much time as he can. Roaches, they have arrived. Banelings morphing in Shino's face. And the Roaches are coming. They're coming. Oof. And with that, Shino, he has been broken. He has been broken. He was joining up behind this, joining up to 37. 10 extra workers. He's got his own Roaches on the way, but it's too little too late here. There's still 2 Banelings left over for GgMaChine. And GG gets called. GG gets called. GgMaChine, he will claim the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. And GG, well played. Oh, again, GgMaChine, he was able to pull a fast one over on Shino here. This time he was able to be hyper aggressive, able to go for the faster gas income into the faster roach one. And unfortunately, because of all the Ling harass that was happening in the main base of Shino, he wasn't able to scout, he wasn't able to confirm what was going on, right? He wasn't able to confirm the aggression of his opponent and get eyes on the roach that was coming, the lack of drones, lack of saturation. He was distracted. He was distracted. GG, well played. And with that, GgMaChine does claim that series, does advance on.